I thought I'm just having a chilled one in today, or out, however you see it. So I might tell you the story of how I became this happy little hippie. And I did not see my life coming this way. At first, I always dreamt and lived being an ice hockey player. From when I was about 10, I think, they opened up the first ice rink and went to my first hockey game with my friends, and we loved it. So the day after, we went to the woods, broke off these branches and just played hockey with them in the street for, well, every day pretty much. Since we found out about it, we were playing every day. Eventually bought proper sticks, and then yeah, we just set up the wheelie bins every day, play hockey in the street. And then they had trials at the ice rink, so we all joined that, and thanks mum for buying me all the stuff. I know it's expensive. And eventually got onto the juniors team, so every weekend we'd be up and down the country just playing different teams ice hockey, and it was the most fun you could have as a kid. I don't like football, it's a bit too slow for me, so hockey was my sport. I loved it, and all good things must come to an end. It didn't get to last very long. It was like from 10 to 16, and then when I was out with my friend, he threw a brick in the air and just hit me on the head, and I got up and I just had blood all covered down my face. And a long story short, I was in a coma for 2 days, got out of it, and my mum was just right there going, "What's this? Who am I? Who's that? Who's this?" And got everything right apart from where I am, because they moved me from the hospital I was originally in because they didn't know what to do with me, and then took me somewhere else. And I think that's what messed me up a bit, because my mum told me that I died on the operating table, and then they brought me back. So that's a bit of a little life-changing moment anyway. And then I had to go to the doctors after all this, just a little checkup, and he was like, "You will not be able to play hockey anymore, because one more bump and you might not be here tomorrow." So that was just like someone going in my chest. It was heartbreaking. I think I cried because it was my passion, it's what I love doing, and then can't do that anymore because I'd rather live than do something like that. So I had to find a new love, and I think that's when Blink-182 was coming in my life, and they are just about not taking life too seriously, having as much fun as you can, and just having a good joke. So I think, yeah, that resonated very well with me, so that's why they became my favourite band, and they are still today. I love so many musicians, every type of music I think now, but they are my guys for that reason, and I get to see them in October. I got the VIP ticket, so I get to go in early, so I'll probably be at the barrier. I'm really looking forward to that. I'll bring you along with me so you can see it and the joy they bring. You probably already see it in my face now. I can feel it coming in my cheeks, but I love music. And then they got me into playing guitar, and then that's where my love for all of that came, being in bands. And then eventually some magical plant came into my life when my mate was like, "Yeah, this will help your throat." I had a sore throat for about a week, and he was just joking. He didn't know about the benefits of weed back then. And then it really helped me, because I remember him going, "Shit, did it?" I was like, "Yeah, feel good now." So that's where my love of cannabis came from. And yeah, all further medicinal properties, not just for getting high. I love the benefits it gives, and it gives too many to name off. I'm sure you know them all by now. If not, do your research and stop moaning about it. It's a good plant, probably one of the best in the world. Anyway, that's how that came into my life. And then another beautiful substance came into my life called LSD, and that just flipped my world upside down for the better. It made me appreciate everything so much. The joy it brings just from one tiny little tab of magic, and then your eyes are open. It turns your brain on fully to understand how the world works. It's not just some thing where you see crazy stuff. Actually, it opens up your mind to endless possibilities. I remember one time I was just sitting on the sofa, just calmly, not even breathing, just for a while, and then I just went, "Oh yeah, I could breathe." And so I was like, "Fucking hell, air is so good." It made me appreciate air like I'd never felt it before. And yeah, I'd appreciate every breath I took in life after that. I think that's why now I'm into my deep breathing. But that's thanks to Wim Hof showing me the way of that. Again, everything just, you're on this path in life, and I think whatever path you're on, you'll always come off and go back on, and you're always going in one direction. Even if you come off again, you'll come back on. And I was meant to be here, because after acid, that just brought me on a love of nature and everything to come with that. So the wild camping came, and I couldn't keep myself in. As soon as I had a day off, it's like, "Well, where am I going? Oh, 4-hour drive to Dartmoor, let's go." Just 2 days, yeah, one night, I don't mind the drive. And yeah, I've done that a lot. Conquered the Peak District last year, I think, just by going to nearly every place in it, as well as well, I've been to everywhere, a lot of places last year. I had 2 weeks off and I just went wild camping. And I think that's where it came to be like, I need to do this forever. I love it so much, I don't like the inside anymore. And then eventually I go Dartmoor again in August last year. A band called Stick Figure had a new album out called Wisdom, and it's got a lot of wisdom on there. It's not just an album title. I was laying in my tent, put it on, had a nice pipe, and a song called Falling Stars came on, and if you listen to that, that is pretty much why I'm here today. I think subconsciously it gave me the push to do it sooner than I was going to do it, because I was going to plan to do it for a year or something, or just go wild camping for a year. And yeah, I think that got in my brainwaves. Them lyrics just hit me hard. It was like, that is how I want my life to be. So if you listen to that song, you'll know why I'm here. It's just my love of nature and the outdoors. And I don't think I could ever go back to living in a house or renting a house anymore. It will just be doing this, hopefully maybe buy some land at some point, and I will not be telling the government what I'm doing with it, or the council, because they'll just go, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. Well, I can. This is my life. I'm going to live how I want to live it. If I'm not harming anyone or anything, I believe you can do what you want in your life. So that is my message to the world. That is how I became this happy hippie. I hope you all have a lovely day. Peace.